I did a video yesterday kind of addressing that it's been a really crazy last year or two for me, as it has been for, I'm sure, a lot of the world for a lot of different reasons. There was definite personal things that happened in my life that were just my own, that were really hard to deal with. And then just like the past 10 or so years, it's been, I feel like, just this roller coaster of figuring out, what's life really about? What do I want in my future? Who am I? What's my purpose? What's truly important, I think, is the biggest thing that it comes down to. I've been doing, for those that have followed me on other channels or that have known me for a while, know that I have a really nerdy side of me, and I really got into the whole buying a ton of stuff, collecting a lot of things. And honestly, since I can remember, I've loved collecting. And it definitely blew up, as we know, in the pandemic time, where people, I feel like, were turning to things rather than experiences and loved ones, because unfortunately a lot of us couldn't be around our loved ones like we could before, because the government was telling us we couldn't, and we couldn't go on vacations because, again, there was restrictions on that. So I feel like it really blew up around 2020 heavily. I also do believe that just us as humans, as society, we tend to have these addictive personalities, and we look at something because it's aesthetically beautiful and we want it, but then because we are such creative beings inside, we get bored and we move on to the next thing or the next trend or the next trendy thing. And I kind of was falling into that trap. I didn't go after everything. Like, to this day, I still do not own a Stanley tumbler. Thank you very much. But, I mean, you can kind of get a glimpse here. This isn't just my stuff. This is my husband's stuff as well. We both got into it. And I have a bunch more stuff. I started my decluttering a few years ago, like massive decluttering, like intentional. But I kept finding myself wanting to come back to it and struggling to totally let it go. So while I've decluttered, I still keep not fully stopping the spending and everything else. I am finally, I feel like, at that time where I'm ready. I'm ready to fully let go. And recently I've been reading a book called Make Room by Jennifer Ford Berry, and it's so good. It's based on more like Christian principles, so if you believe in that, I definitely think it'll help you. And even if you don't, there's some really great advice in there. And Making Room is talking about making room in your life for the most important things, for the things that you really want to do in your life, for and it's not just the physical items. Obviously you should do that, but it's about decluttering your whole life, like decluttering your social life. Like, should you still be having that friend in your life? Should you still have these social media accounts? Should you be following these people that you've been following for years still? It's about decluttering your mental health, just maybe thoughts that you've held on to for your whole life, perspectives you've held on to, even opinions or political beliefs you've held on to. It's all aspects of life, decluttering and having a better mental health, and, like I said, being able to make room for what's truly important and the good that you could do in the world. Because when you have all of this physical and mental clutter, then how do you have the mental capacity and the energy and the physical space to be able to do all that you want to do, to be able to maximize your potential? And that's something that in that book, Make Room, as well as a couple other books, as well as just reading scripture and talking to people, it's really hit home to me that all of this stuff, all the social media accounts, all of the thoughts that I have aren't helping me. Most of them are hurting me. And so that is kind of why I'm doing this journey. So I will probably mess up many times through this. You guys are going to be learning with me. I'm going to be learning maybe even from you guys, comments you make, whatever. So, and I know it's going to be hard because I've tried to do this before multiple times, but I haven't fully given it my all. And I've only really focused on the physical, tangible items, not so much all of the clutter, like I just talked about. So all aspects of clutter. So look forward to lots of crazy and interesting content, from decluttering books and clothes to decluttering my phone and social media. I hope that maybe this inspires somebody. I mean, I watched a YouTube channel recently, and she was one of the reasons why I was inspired to finally get my act together and start doing this for real. So, and that's mostly why I'm doing this on here. I could totally do this without posting on here, obviously, but by doing this, it's holding me accountable, because I know people are watching, and I know that maybe even people are waiting for the next video. I mean, I don't know if that will actually happen, but it's just holding me accountable that I need to keep doing this and not give up this time. Stay tuned, and I hope that this will not only make my life better, but maybe inspire others online to move past old habits and to make a better future, prepare a better future for yourself, and make a difference.